Hi, I'm Catherine.
And I'm Lynn, and we are Coffee Break
with Cat and Mom. Welcome back to the podcast. Today is our second episode of season 4, Christmas edition, obviously. We got the hats now. If you guys are really into Christmas, I recommend you guys go check out our last year's Christmas edition episodes because those were a lot of fun, and we're trying to bring those back for this year because I had a lot of fun editing and just having fun with those. So I'm going to try to do that this year.
We were laughing.
I'm going to be able to post a lot more reels and shorts and all that stuff because I'm graduating next week. It's less than a week.
This coming week.
Yeah, it's kind of freaky, but we're going to celebrate, so we'll definitely have a podcast theme for that. Still Christmas edition, though, but...
/ graduation.
Yeah, / graduation. And today's episode is Reddit, Am I the Asshole? We've done this before, but this time it's Christmas edition. So that's going to be exciting, but before we get into that, we'll do our weekend review and our coffee review, because we are called a coffee break for a reason. We go to a new coffee shop each episode, or we at least try our best to, and then we test it out and kind of come back to you guys and review it and the vibe, tell you guys like the vibe of the place, how the coffee was, where it's at. Yeah. So what was your week?
There's not much happening this week, actually. Still the saga with the condo sale, and gave me a huge migraine. I would say that's what happened. But we finished our Christmas decoration, and today we did our Christmas lights.
Yep.
Which was, quite frankly, frightening. I had never been on a ladder like this.
No, and I got to work out and like lifting the ladder up over my head.
Yeah, it was, some deep voice came out of me because it was heavy.
Yeah.
But anyways, I survived. I'm here. So if I would have fell, it would have been her fault. But anyway, so.
Yeah, I had to hold the ladder.
I can't wait to see what it looks like. So
we have what is it? French martini?
It's a French martini.
She made a French martini.
We already had our coffee earlier, so celebrating.
Cheers. It's
the holidays, right? It's the only time that you can have a drink every day and nobody can pass comment. I saw something like that. It's good, isn't it? It's with pineapple juice.
Yummy. And then for our coffee review, or actually for my week, I've almost skipped myself. I literally studied all week and just worked out. That was my week. I have to get this SIE certification in finance before I can start a finance job, which, I mean, I can start one before. I would just have to get the SIE certification either way, and I don't need a sponsor for it, so I thought it would look better if I just got it right away. So I have to do that. But the downside of getting before you get hired is you have to pay for it on your own. So hopefully I don't fail. Yeah. And then our coffee review, I recently went to Iowa City to visit my best friend, and she took me to some really cool places. And we went to Press Coffee. I believe maybe it's just Press. But everything in Iowa City is like either, in downtown, or it's like a house. Like you go and it's a house that's now a business. So that's what it was.
It's right by the University of Iowa. So it's very much student, like almost just living there, basically. Yeah. I mean, obviously there's some locals, but I would say most of them, if they're not teachers or working at the University of Iowa, they're students that go to University of Iowa.
It's a very cool vibe there. I like it. I would compare it to West Asheville, where my boyfriend and I just visited in North Carolina. It's very, I'd say a little bit more grungy, but I don't know. Everybody there is cool. So, and it's Iowa, so people are friendlier. But it was a great coffee shop. The vibes are amazing. I love when it's like out of a house. And I got a matcha, and it was a special matcha for their special menu. I have no idea what was in it, but it was amazing. Like, I sucked it down in 2 seconds. So if you guys are near Iowa City, go visit Press and get yourself a matcha. And I believe they have pastries and stuff, so get that too. Support small businesses. But now we will dive into our topic, and I'm very excited for this one. We have done an Am I the Asshole before, and that was a lot of fun to just read them and hear other people's experiences, because it's wow, people are actually insane. But we're going to start off with, am I the asshole for canceling New Year's Eve at my house after the Christmas we just had? By the way, I've not read any of these beforehand, so I'm just going into this blind, so if these are dumb, I'm sorry. But this year, as a family, we decided that I, would host New Year's Eve for my family, which includes my mom, dad, sister, and my other sister.
Okay.
By the way, they're all in their 30s. So I guess that's
Like
important.
no spouses or anything?
Both of their husbands and 5 kids, ages 5, 6, 8, 11, and my sister, who was 33, would host Christmas. Well, this year, Christmas was a disaster. We arrived at her house around 2 p.m. on Wednesday, and for the most part, everything is normal. I don't know if they spelled that wrong, but second round of presents, play some board games, and start to get ready for dinner. Now, my sister's an actress, community theater, and she's a barista, and apparently she is trying to let her children, 8, 9, and 11, act to their heart's desire. Apparently their favorite show is the out-of-control Netflix show, I Think You Should Leave with Tim Robinson. Okay, we'll see how this is important later on. So right before dinner time, the 3 kids start loudly acting out the sketches from the show. First, they do the one with the 2 guys who do the pranks on the toilets. So these 3 kids are jumping and screaming and pulling out toilet water from the bathroom and splashing it on the floor. I think this is insane, and so do my parents, but my sister is encouraging it. Next, it gets even worse. One of them starts to shovel food into their mouths, just screaming, "Where is all the food going? Who is eating all the food?" At this point, there's food everywhere, and dinner is ruined. The only people laughing are my sister and the kids. Since all the food is thrown about and their toilet water on the rest of it, we end up having to order pizza. The holiday was ruined. She says this is hilarious, and she's trying to get them to act like this more and make a career out of comedy. I'll tell my sister at this point, New Year's Eve is going to be adults only, or she and her comedy group can't come. She freaks out and says, "I'm being insane. I truly just don't want my house ruined. Am I the asshole for making this couch for New Year's Eve?" I don't think she's the asshole.
No. I would have lost my. She's very.
I'd say you're out tonight. Not just New Year's Eve, you're out tonight.
I would have stopped that comedy show. I mean, if you know me. I mean, obviously she's my daughter, but if that would ever happen, or that thing, like just the toilet, that would have been. I don't even know if it was going to happen.
Why would you ever encourage your child to play with toilet water? And also the amount of like I see the amount of time that we put into like making food for the holidays and stuff like days before, and now, the fact that they're like messing around with it.
No.
So you're not the asshole.
No.
And it seems like everybody else is agreeing. All right, so
next one. Ooh, next one.
All right, so the next one. Let's see. Am I the asshole for telling my sister she ruined Christmas because her baby's crying messed up the vibe? This one already doesn't seem too good.
Yeah.
So, my family does Christmas Eve dinner at my parents' house every year. It's normally super chill, candlelight music, aesthetic, almost like a Hallmark movie. This year, my sister brought her 3-month-old for the first time. Obviously, babies cry, but he started screaming right as we were serving dinner.
Baby's first Christmas.
Yeah. Everyone was comforting her, but it kept happening every 10 to 15 minutes. I had spent hours making the table and coordinating everyone's outfits for a family photo moment. And the crying kept messing up the vibe. At one point, while the baby was crying again, I said nicely that maybe next year we could have a child-free Christmas Eve so the adults can enjoy it, or actually enjoy it. My sister burst into tears, left early, and now my family says that I'm heartless and care more about aesthetics than people. My mom told me not to come to Christmas the next morning because I killed the mood. I think I was just being honest. Babies cry, sure, but does that mean the whole night needs to be chaos? Am I the asshole? Yeah.
110%.
Yeah, you're the asshole. 1, it's the baby's first Christmas. 2, babies cry. That's their only way of communicating, especially 3 months old. Like, what do you expect?
It could be tired, overstimulated, could be constipation, it could be anything. Could be like a dirty diaper, whatever. It's a brand new baby. It's a brand new human being. But not only that, Christmas is about family.
Yeah, not aesthetic.
Everybody should have been so, I mean, we've always had, since you guys were born, I mean, now my niece has babies. I mean, it's just, we've always constantly have babies. It is what it is. It's going to be loud. It's going to be messed up and stuff. And then we're all going to become grandparents. It's going to start all over again. That's what Christmas is all about, is to be with family. Now, the mom saying you shouldn't be coming the next morning, that's like kind of killing the family vibe as well. Maybe
that's a little harsh.
Yeah, maybe saying like, hey, you know, if you're ready to apologize to your sister, like she's already stressed out, she's a new mom, she doesn't even know what she's doing, because we don't know what we're doing when it's a new baby, your first one, and the baby's crying. Like, it's just like, if you're not ready to, like, you were an asshole when you were a baby too, okay? So
yeah, but it's just, exactly. You were a baby once, and
you probably
it's just everybody goes through it. It's not. It's just rude. And yeah, I think that absolutely the mom should be like, if you want to come to Christmas the next morning, you're gonna apologize and like explain to her why that's wrong, what she said. Okay, so the next one. Hopefully this one's better. But am I the asshole for not wanting to follow my in-laws' Christmas traditions? Usually these don't end well. Let's see. This year, my husband, our toddler, our dog, and I are traveling several hundred miles to spend Christmas with my in-laws. They do not travel ever, not for holidays, not for birthdays, not for anything short of a hurricane evacuation. Meanwhile, my husband and I both have a very super demanding job, and traveling with a toddler is essentially an Olympic sport that requires snack screens and the patience of a saint, but we're doing it. Our cat's meowing. This is our first Christmas with them as parents, but I really want our toddler to have a classic Christmas morning experience. Pajamas, bedhead, waking up to gifts under the tree in the morning, the whole thing. But my husband's family opens almost all their presents on Christmas Eve, leaving just one Santa gift for actual Christmas morning. I grew up with, and we've continued as a couple, the full Christmas morning tradition. To me, that's a big part of the holiday magic. Worth noting, my husband's older brother and his family haven't spent a holiday with my in-laws in years, specifically because they want their kids waking up in their own home on a Christmas morning to open gifts. So us making this trip with a toddler and a dog, no less, is already more than what they're accustomed to. So then there's the Christmas Eve dinner tradition, and by dinner I mean cold sandwiches. This apparently started years ago as a quick meal before Christmas Eve church, but they don't even go to church anymore, yet somehow the sandwiches lived on. Okay. I try to be a good sport. So you don't go to church,
but you still don't have time to make a warm meal. Okay.
I tried to be a good sport during my first Christmas with them, but my mother-in-law only bought pepperoni because it's my sister-in-law's favorite and forgot about everyone else. So yes, we all sat around the table eating pepperoni sandwiches for Christmas Eve dinner like it was the Great Depression. Needless to say, I really missed my family that night. This is a long one. This year, we gently told my mother-in-law that our toddler probably shouldn't have deli meat for dinner, and we suggested a seafood boil instead. I don't see how that. Anyway,
good.
Whatever.
Yeah, okay.
Luckily, everyone is perfectly happy with that, so the crisis averted on the sandwich front. The bigger issues that my husband and I feel it were always the one bending the most, traveling the furthest, rearranging our schedules, and adapting everyone else's whatever. I don't know, it was a saying. So this year, especially now that we have a toddler, I was hoping we could stick to our own Christmas morning tradition, even while staying at his parents' house. My husband understands why it matters to me, but he's upset that I'm asking to change his family's routine while we're staying with them. I get where he's coming from, but these traditions matter to me, and I want to start building holiday memories with our toddler that reflect how we actually want and have agreed to do it for ourselves. To clarify, we don't expect everyone else to wait until Christmas morning. We just want our kid to open the gifts. So am I the asshole for wanting to keep our Christmas morning gift tradition instead of joining in on the Christmas Eve gift opening? Lose my voice.
No, she's not. And I think, well, you know what? If they want to eat like the cold sandwiches, if that's their tradition, whatever. Like that's not our tradition. But I will say that the way I grew up and the way I started the tradition with you guys when you were born is a little different. And my parents and your dad's mom, I mean, well, she was a nurse, so technically we were usually traveling because she was working all the time. We saw her more for Thanksgiving because it was in our family. So in your dad's side's family, and then Christmas was our side, but that's how we split it. But they, like my parents, just like whatever what you want to do with your kids, they're little. I mean, you know, like my brother and I were grown, so for years, you know, even when we were little, it was always in my, you know, the old tradition Christmas. I'm pretty sure everybody that's watching this know what I'm talking about with all the family gathering. Now it's a little bit harder, but I'm from Canada, province of Quebec. People stick around. So it's always easy to have everybody for Christmas. Of course now, we're all kids that are married with kids, and some of our kids are married. So, you know, like we're going down the line, it's a little bit harder, but it was always in my mom's side of the family for Christmas, my dad's side of the family if there was a New Year's Eve party. Anyway, when you guys, it was always Christmas Eve. Huge party till midnight. Midnight, Santa was coming down. Mm-hmm. Kids were still awake because we all napped during the afternoon. The party started late in the evening. We had dinner. We had so many games. My family's, well, you know that. My family's crazy with games, card games, whatnot. And then you open gifts. But you got back home and then you fell asleep. And then on Christmas Day, which was now a late morning, you woke up and Santa still came. And we had other gifts, and it was like more just a family. And then as I grew older, that morning was the day we were traveling, coming down to Florida to visit where now I'm living in. Or we would go to another country and visit and whatnot. Then you guys came along. And for me, it was very important that Santa came overnight. And we went really, really into some extreme lengths of going outside if we were in Florida to ring the bell and to get food out for the deer. I don't know if you remember that, or if we were in Canada, we would have
I thought I heard Santa's footsteps.
Yeah, and then we had footsteps going on and kind of fake snow going on. I mean, we went and my parents played along because that is their grandkids. And oh my gosh, like why wouldn't you want that? Like we said, we believe in Santa because we believe of the spirit of Christmas.
Obviously, we believe in Jesus, so Jesus is the reason for Christmas.
Yes.
But in my opinion, kids can't grasp the situation of Jesus dying on the cross, you know what I mean? And I don't think that and I think that I understand that, but he came to, die for sins. And I don't think these kids can really grasp that yet. So Santa is a way to just bring the family together, have the kids get so excited for the holidays. It's just a special.
I mean, we still make it special, and we are, even your sister is now 12 years old, and she knows Santa's not real, but we still make it like Santa is real.
Yeah,
we're still gonna do a little
special, and
we still do
brings
a fun
people together.
Yeah, we still do a fun, New Year's Christmas Eve, which now is a little bit different because this year your grandma won't be with us, and usually she is, but she's gonna come after Christmas, but. We're still going to make it fun with games and stuff. We need for a smaller, group. But then in the morning, that's when we
open gifts. So I respect this lady for sticking to her tradition because it's your kid. It's how you want to raise them. It's how you want to have those traditions. Honestly, if they can't respect that, then stay home. You're already bending your back to go there with demanding jobs, and they won't travel to you.
I understand older people, we traveled to my parents because we were younger and it was easier, and we could fly and stuff, but we made it. Plus, we came from Iowa was cold. I remember your dad every time we went to Canada for Christmas, we're going from cold to cold. Seriously, your sister said that last year. Really wanted to go to Montreal. She's can we go to Florida next year? Because we went. Can we stay in Florida? Because it was from cold to cold. Now you guys get it, but for us it was oh, we're going to Florida. It was going to be great. But we always left the day after Christmas. But now that when you guys were there, it was very important. And my parents played along. It was just very important to have. To have everybody there, but to respect each other's, I mean, your grandparents, that's your job.
You are not the asshole.
No.
And I think that if they can't respect that tradition, then they can travel to you, and you can stay home.
They can come in on Christmas Day at some point.
Yeah.
Afternoon.
Next. This one, I have no idea what to expect because the title is very odd. Am I the asshole for telling my brother he cannot stay with me over Christmas if he brings his prosthetic leg?
Okay, if you just read this, you're the asshole.
Yes.
But let's hear the story. There's got to be a funny story about that.
My younger brother has a prosthetic leg. I think it's creepy as fuck. And I have no idea where he got it. I'm reasonably certain that it is something I would rather not know. To be clear here, my brother has 2 perfectly healthy legs still attached to his body. He just has this thing he takes with him everywhere. I don't know why. I don't want to know. Before you ask, it is probably a mental health thing. He wanted to stay with me rather than our parents while he's home for the holidays. I said he was welcome to stay so long as he doesn't bring that thing into my house. He said it wasn't a big deal and that he would leave it in his luggage. I agreed on the condition that if I saw it outside of his luggage in my home, that I had the right to destroy it. He backtracked on staying with me and is at our parents' house, where he is miserable. They still treat him like a little boy instead of a guy who's almost 30. He's almost 30?
And he has a fun prosthetic leg. That's disrespectful.
Well, he's clearly meant on the spectrum.
Well, I don't know because
she said it's probably a mental health thing. He called me again after supper and asked to please stay with me. I said he could, so long as we together took his thing and put it into a storage unit until he leaves. I get the key. He won't do it. He says that I'm being a bitch for not letting him stay with me. I think he needs to get therapy or medication or both, or a girlfriend, boyfriend, dog, cat, hamster, something. Just not a goddamn prosthetic leg.
This is the weirdest thing ever.
Well, the first comment says, I know this is extremely distressing for you, but I'm laughing so hard.
Well, I don't know if I should laugh, feel bad, sad, or I'm a bitch. I don't know.
At first I was like, this asshole serious? She won't let her brother bring his leg?
This is what we just said too.
I don't know. I don't think anybody's the asshole in this situation because he's clearly has this mental health thing. He does need therapy and medication, but I don't think that you're an asshole for trying to
But maybe we don't know the whole story. Did he do something fucking stupid before with the prosthetic leg and it pissed off everybody?
No, I mean it's his emotional support prosthetic leg. He just brings it with him. So clearly he's on the spectrum or something, and he needs to go to therapy. And I think that you to get it.
How about she buys him for Christmas something that will, like an animal, that will take the place of the prosthetic leg, and then she takes the prosthetic leg away.
Yeah. Or I don't know, a stress ball or something. I don't know. Clearly there's something deeper than this, infatuation with a prosthetic leg. It's a little disturbing. This needs to be, and I understand her for being, weirded out and not wanting that in her house, because it's just weird. You can
even go further by saying, there's some people that actually, they need the prosthetic leg, so it's kind of almost disrespectful to these people, you don't even need one.
It's an emotional sport. It's disrespectful. These people probably don't want it, and they have it.
Yeah, no, and they have to have it.
But it's I don't know. I understand. I don't think... I think that they need to get him help.
Yeah.
That's all. I don't think anybody's the asshole in this situation. I think that you don't know what to do with this. You don't want that thing in your house because that's, weird. It weirds you out, makes you uncomfortable, and you shouldn't...
Because your brother doesn't need it.
Yeah, if it makes you uncomfortable, you shouldn't, let that in your house. So... you trying to I don't know, make a compromise with him, and he's not respecting that compromise, you're not the asshole. You're saying you can stay here if you put it somewhere else,
Yeah. So clearly he needs help.
So nobody's the asshole in this situation. These parents are, I don't know.
And the parents are weird.
Yeah. Wow. Anyways, am I the asshole for giving all my relatives budget gifts, but buying myself? I don't want to do that one.
Why?
Anyways, am I the asshole for giving my mother-in-law a practical Christmas gift that she hated when I knew she wanted something else? Okay. The other one was clearly they were the asshole. So anyway, this one, I don't know. My husband and I have been married for 2 years. His mom is intense. She loves Christmas and always tries to give really thoughtful gifts. She told me months ago that all she wanted this year was a specific perfume she used to wear when my husband was a kid. It's not even super expensive, just a little hard to find. I said I'd look for it, but honestly I forgot until last week, and the only place that had it was a specific shop 45 minutes away. I didn't feel like driving that far, so I just ordered her a robe from Amazon. A very nice robe, but still not the perfume. Christmas morning comes, and she gives me the super thoughtful gift basket with all my favorite coffees and skincare. I once mentioned... Hello? With all my favorite coffees and skincare I once mentioned in passing.
Okay.
Then she opens mine and goes quiet. She wasn't rude, just said, "Oh, a robe, thank you." Later, my husband asked why I didn't get the perfume when I knew that's what she really wanted. I told him I didn't have time to hunt things down and that his mom should be grateful if she even got something. He said that was lazy and inconsiderate, especially since I work from home and had plenty of time. Now my mother-in-law is acting weird around me and my husband says I owe her an apology. I think everyone's being dramatic. It's just a gift and the robe wasn't cheap. Am I the asshole? It's not that hard, I
mean, if you guys make a point of making a list, you kind of trying to go by the list. Now, having said that,
she put it off for weeks, so it's on you. It's not that hard.
I know it's 45 minutes away, but if it's reciprocate that your mother-in-law gives you what you asked for and whatnot, then we have a friend of ours, very close friend, Sue. If you're watching. I will always remember how you always made a Christmas list for your kids, for your in-law, and not so much Papa Shimbori, but Grandma Shimbori. And every year, never failed. She never, not once, bought something on that list, but she always asked for the list and never bought the gift from the list.
Yeah,
and it's just kind of why are you asking for a list? And now to this day, my own mother is saying, I can't believe your kids who are grown adult. I mean, I have not grown adult. I mean, you're young adults. But anyway, and it's still a 12-year-old. But I'd rather have a list, and we go from the list, so I know that I'm giving something they really, really want, than going through this and just oh, that's great, thank you. I mean, did I need one, a robe? Maybe I did, maybe I did not. But I specifically asked for something that is actually doable to go get.
Yeah.
So
no, I think that somebody who's very thoughtful with their gifts, you always try to be thoughtful back and get them back. But I think they're both kind of in the wrong because you should never expect something on Christmas. Yes. You should never be upset about it. I mean, she still went out of her way to get her a robe. It's not as thoughtful. It's not what she wanted. She put it off for weeks. So yes, it is inconsiderate. But the mom expecting that and being weird about it is like kind of entitled. So I think that's also in the wrong. The next one is, am I the asshole for refusing to get my mother-in-law a Christmas gift this year? Another mother-in-law story. I'm losing my voice, so bear with me.
I can read.
You want to read this one? Okay.
I'll read it. I do have an accent, but there you go, guys. My mother-in-law has her birthday on the 27th of December and always makes, okay, that's right there, it makes a difference. And always makes a massive fuss that we can't mention Christmas on the 27th, and it's just got to be about her birthday. Decoration, etc. all have to come down. So, what?
Girl.
I'll have to come down, and she won't ask the kids what they got for Christmas or anything about Christmas at all on that day. Last year, I got her a large Christmas bonus, and wanted to get everybody something lovely. She really likes designer bags, so I got her one she has always wanted, which was more than 4 times the cost of everyone else's gifts. So to justify it, I needed to be a Christmas/birthday gift. On Christmas Day last year, I gave her the wrapped gift and explained that it was a joint Christmas and birthday gift, and she would understand when she opened it. Well, she refused to open it. She put it to the side and said, I'll open it on my birthday, else I'll have nothing to open, will I? I was due to work on the 27th, so wouldn't be at her birthday, and said I really would like her to see her open it as it's a special gift, because it was an expensive purse.
Girl, it's right? Literally 2 days.
She said, you know how I feel about my birthday being so close to Christmas and how awful it is for me, and you've done this on purpose to spoil Christmas for me. Okay, so to this day, she still doesn't know that it's an expensive purse.
She's fucking
whatever.
psycho.
She then gave me the gift back and stormed off. She spent the rest of the afternoon shut in her room, sobbing loudly. Her husband told me to go and and get her something else for her birthday, but I said no. Maybe I'm the asshole here. I told my husband I was done with doing the present shopping for her, and he can do it from now on. He hasn't gotten her anything yet for this year for either Christmas or her birthday, and I'm not going to help choose anything. As I'm typing this, I'm feeling like I'm probably the asshole, as I just don't think she deserves anything for acting the way she did. But my husband is rubbish as gifting, so whatever that means, for refusing, the asshole in that situation, refusing to help and knowing she will probably end up with no gift at all.
No, you are not the asshole at all. You spent probably thousands or hundreds of dollars on this bag, and she doesn't even know what it is, and she's acting like a child about her birthday. Like, I understand it sucks to have your birthday by Christmas, but grow up. You're a mother.
Well, now she's probably the grandmother, so you need to just move on a little bit.
And your husband can get his own fucking mom a gift. You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
He can buy the birthday gift and you can buy the Christmas gift, but I don't think she's acting like a spoiled brat. You got her a purse, she doesn't even know what it is. So I don't think she deserves it. Take the purse back and get your money back.
Yeah, I would have. Well, I mean, or the wife could have just said fine, I just won't be there when you open your gift.
No, I mean, at that point you're being ungrateful and you're being
she was ungrateful before she even offered to do that. I would say
you're acting like a child. I'm going to take, and then tell her exactly what it is. I'm going to take this whatever amount of purse back to the store and return it since you're ungrateful.
I'm giving you something that I know you're going to really like, and I know it's a little bit, I mean, it's more than what I would ever spend on, so I would really like you to open it. But yes, kind of like I can rewrap it and can reopen it in 2 days. How's that?
Yeah, exactly. You got to talk to her like she's a child when she's a grown woman.
I buy my own damn gifts and I wrap it, and I open it myself on Christmas. For God's sake,
she's a brat and she needs to grow up, and you need to get out of that family.
Well, maybe not. But I'm just thinking that, I mean, sometimes we were very lucky. Your dad and I, my parents and his mom, everybody got along very well. So we were very, very lucky. But I've heard some major horror stories, and it's sad because people like this, I mean, it does happen.
Yeah.
It does happen.
People just lose sight of the meaning of Christmas.
Yes. And just to be together and stuff. And actually, something that I want to change coming up is you guys are older. Yeah. You guys are older, and it's not multiple little gifts. It's more like one big gift, which we are. I mean, actually, this is going to come out December 7th. And on December 7th, Catherine is getting her Christmas gift from me. So she will get a big, huge bow stuck to her calf on Christmas morning because she's getting her Iron Man tattoo tomorrow. But it is what it is, it's okay. Like this lady 2 days later, I'm seriously, really?
I look, you want big because I spent so much money on that race.
Yeah, well, I'm still paying for the tattoo.
Kidding.
Okay.
It's big.
So, like, wait a second. But yeah, I think that, like you just said, like sometimes I think people forget the meaning of Christmas. Your oldest sister is one of them, and
she likes to figure out the gift before she opens it. So she finds the receipts. She goes on the history of the computer. This was obviously when like she was in college, I have caught her looking through like the history on the computer, or just she somehow found the receipts and found out exactly what our gifts were. She's like, I know everything that you're getting.
It's just, I mean, it's kind of sad. I've always wanted to be surprised.
No, because you always put a lot of thought to it.
Yeah, so, but I think this year, I think she knows what she's getting this year. However, I'm going to wrap it up and put some heavy things in the box, and maybe she'll be surprised. I can't say what it is because I know some of her friends are watching, so I am not going to say anything.
Yep, nope. And this would be a place she would look, probably.
Yeah.
But that is all we have for the Am I the Asshole Christmas edition. And before we end every episode, we do a Would You Rather.
So again, coming from your younger sister, she wanted to know, would you rather be Santa Claus or Mrs. Claus?
I'd rather be Mrs. Claus because I don't have to work at all and I can just eat the cookies and chill in the North Pole. He actually has to if I want to see the world, I probably can go see the world, but he actually has to work. And as Mrs. Claus, you probably don't have to do much except be nice and say hi to everybody. So I'm going to do Mrs. Claus. Yeah.
You would rock that role.
Yeah, I think I would. It'd be like vice president almost. Not vice president. What? What are they called?
The woman freaking rules the house. Please.
Yeah, Miss Claus definitely does. But that is all we have for today. Go check out our Instagram at @coffee.break, TikTok at @coffee_break. I promise we'll get some shorts and some TikToks out. Yep. Once I graduate, I'll only have to study for the SIE and literally have nothing else until I start this job. So I'll have all the time on my hands. So our podcast will come out every Sunday at some point. It's been really hard getting it out at 9 a.m. because I've been working out right around that time on Sundays. But it will be out on Sundays. Every Sunday. And these will be Christmas edition, and we have a lot of fun things in store. So stay tuned, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.